Cipriano, President, MTA Bus Company, Senior Vice President, New York City Transit Bus. So today we're here because we'll be launching a new pilot program. It's currently a new pilot. Today we're here because we're launching a new pilot program to dispense masks on board our buses. So currently it's on 2 bus routes right here in the Bronx, the SBS 41 and the SBS 12. We're also piloting it on 3 Queens Express routes and also the S53 in Staten Island. We're going to be bringing this new mask dispenser pilot program across the city. Of course, we want our customers to know that if they don't have a mask or if they're using a mask that's broken, there'll be a mask available to you on board the bus. It's really critical that everyone on board that bus wears a mask to protect each other as well as to protect our bus operators. And quite frankly, it's the law. You know, as we've gone and looked around the city and done observations, we've done over 50,000 observations of our customers so far. We see about a 96% compliance with masks. That's really great. But we really need to get to 100%. And then this is our ongoing efforts to get to that 100%. We're going to make a mask available across the city. So what we really want to let our customers know is, please, when you're using mass transit, specifically on our buses, wear a mask. Currently, we're holding stable at about 1.2 million customers a day, about equal to what subway ridership has been. And it's really great. We're really excited about people coming back to the bus system as New York City reopens. But again, we can't stress it enough. Wear your mask. And with that, I'll take some questions. Thank you.
Craig.
Would you be able to tell us how exactly the buses are operating? Are they still backdoor boarding, or there's some routes that aren't, or there's some,
Yeah.
I think I've seen a combination of both.
Sure. So all local buses are still using the rear door boarding. We still have that divider on board the bus about 6 feet behind the bus operator. We did make an announcement that in August we would go back to front door boarding, and we'll have more to tell you in the coming days in regards to an exact date.
So in terms of revenue, what is that costing the MTA every day that they don't collect a fare through backdoor boarding?
Sure. So, you know, some of the projections that we have seen is, you know, on a whole, based upon reduced ridership, we're off at about $300 million from what our budget forecasts were. You know, front door boarding, the fact that we're not collecting fares on a local route is about a third of that. Dan?
Yeah, not to stress the urgency of a pandemic, why is this a pilot? Why can't we just get them out to the buses as much as we can?
Sure. What we really have to learn from this pilot actually is, you know, it's great to have a mask dispenser and masks on board buses. Can we keep those mask dispensers stocked, right? We got to learn to see that they're not taken off the buses. There's a robust marketing communication campaign to our customers that please just take one, leave it for your fellow customers. So as we replenish these masks day in and day out, we got to see if, in fact, we could keep them on board the bus. You know, another key piece of this is, you know, what this would end up costing. If, in fact, we have to replenish this mask multiple times a day, it would be a huge cost, and we may need to see another strategy on providing masks to our customers.
How much does this cost to each dispenser? Do you have a
The
price?
dispensers themselves are inexpensive. It's really about restocking them with masks and how often we have to do that on board every bus. Again, you know, we put out 6,000 buses a day, so, you know, costs add up, you know, they multiply quickly.
And how many masks will each dispenser hold?
So anywhere between 50 to 75 masks in each dispenser.
Why were these specific routes selected for the pilot, and what do you see moving forward? What are you trying to gauge at this point?
So we wanted to get a representative sample of different types of routes up here in the Bronx. You know, these are 2 SBS routes, articulated buses. We're going on express routes in Queens, local buses in Staten Island. What we really want to get an understanding of, again, is... We wanted to get an understanding of different bus types, models, configurations, placement on board the bus, and again, if in fact we could keep those masks on the buses, and also usage, how usage is.
Follow up. You said that there's about a 96% compliance rate. You mentioned the compliance rate among riders based off the observations that you have been doing. What happens to that 4% that tries to board without a mask?
So we also have had a robust, what we call mass force volunteer campaign. Last week, for 2 days, and we're continuing to do that. Hundreds and hundreds of volunteers have been going out offering our customers masks. I myself were out there on a couple of days, couple of occasions offering people masks. Again, I think it's all about robust communication marketing campaign. Looking ahead, we're also working with our Eagle team and Bridge and Tunnel officers that'll be spread throughout the city. They'll also have masks with them. So on first step, so the first phase of that will be about offering customers masks, asking them to put on masks, and then looking ahead, if we need to get to an enforcement phase, we'll evaluate that.
Sir, how much the budget will be for all of this?
So, it's never about money when it comes to, the health of our customers, the health of our bus operators. Every single day we're disinfecting, 6,000 of our buses. It comes at a cost. We'll be putting in robust bus operator barriers as we go to front door boarding. So again, this is about another effort to safeguard our customers' safety, our bus operators' safety. We're tracking all the costs and we're looking for, federal reimbursement down the road.
Craig, 96% mask compliance system-wide, but the union has done its own surveys and they show differences among lines. I'm sure you're seeing surveys that the MTA is doing. Are you seeing bus lines that do not meet that 96% system-wide mask compliance rate? Where are those spots where riders need to do better wearing masks? And what can you share about the details of where it's lacking?
Sure. Actually, in our surveys, and again, it's 50,000 observations, we've seen 96% on average, but the range really is somewhere between 94 and 97%. My own personal observations when I've been out and about on our bus routes are that we're getting actually very good compliance with mask usage. I'm seeing, anecdotally myself, in the high 90%. What I would say, and I'd like to get the message out, is, to all our customers, it's important that you not only have the mask on your face, but you're wearing it properly, meaning cover your nose, cover your mouth. Don't feel complacent when you get on board the bus, you're sitting in your seat, to pull the mask down below your nose or anything else. It's very important that we maintain, proper mask usage, but anecdotally, and our observations are backing it up, it is in a high 90% of our customers wearing masks.
So every bus route, every borough is seeing the mid-90s compliance? So
I don't have the granular detail as far as a specific route, but what I'm saying is of the 50,000 observations, and again, it's equally spread across the 5 boroughs, I'm seeing high 90 mask usage in all 5 boroughs. And again, where we get information back from our bus operators or from our union partners that a specific route might be lower than that, we'll go out there and do a more robust marketing communication campaign and make sure that those customers avail themselves of the mask dispensers as well. Sure. So currently the mask dispensers are being piloted on the SBS 12 and the SBS 41. We also have them in Queens Express buses and Staten Island Local.
The line numbers, please.
Say it again?
The line numbers, where they're
it's the SBS 12 and the SBS 41 in the Bronx, the X63, X64, and X68 Express in Queens, and the S53 in Staten Island. And we'll be coming out to more routes in all 5 boroughs in the coming weeks.
Manhattan?
Yes, we will be going to Manhattan, Brooklyn, and the like, and we'll be coming out in the coming weeks with that information. Thank you very much. if you give me one more minute, we almost forgot this piece. We just wanted to do a quick demo. So these dispensers will be on board buses. They'll be available at the rear doors, and they'll be stocked with about 50 to 75 masks. And what we do is we just ask our customers that either don't have a mask on or maybe their mask is broken to please just avail themselves of a mask by just pulling one out just like that. And then please leave masks for your fellow customers. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.